And now, for your listening pleasure,
Well, and here we are. It's get your It's get your ASS out of bed day and get motivated to go in a new direction. I'm Carolyn Sanic, life coach, author, high value woman. This is my podcast, Thrive, where every day I help you work on that because I work on it too. So how do we get motivated to move in a new direction? Well, we know that change is tricky. It calls to us in the quiet hours, whispering about new possibilities, new beginnings, a different way of being. Maybe we're in the shower, But when it's time to actually move, to step away from the familiar, to leave behind the comfort of what we know, fear steps in, arms crossed, asking, "Are you sure?" And that's where motivation gets stuck. Because deep down, we know we want something different, something more, but the gap between where we are and where we want to be feels too wide, too uncertain, too risky. The mind floods with what ifs. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I regret this? Until suddenly staying where we are feels safer than taking the leap. So how do you move? Well, you've heard me say this before, you start small. You stop waiting for the perfect moment, the surge of energy, the divine sign that tells you, now is the time. I know. Motivation doesn't appear out of thin air. It grows from action, one step, one decision, one small shift at a time. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. You just have to start. You remind yourself that fear isn't a stop sign. It's proof that you're stepping into something that matters. Let it walk beside you, but don't let it take the wheel. Fear will always whisper worst case scenarios, but it rarely considers best case scenarios. What if this change leads to something amazing? What if you discover a strength you didn't know you had? You get clear on why you're moving, not just because I should or because I'm tired of this. What's pulling you forward? What's waiting on the other side of this discomfort? Hold on to that vision like a lifeline. Imagine how it would feel to be there, to have already made it. Let that future version of you cheer you on. And most importantly, you forgive yourself for not moving sooner because regret will try to anchor you to the past, convincing you that it's too late, you missed your shot, but momentum is built in the now, and every moment is a chance to begin again. Some days you'll feel energized and confident. Other days you'll question everything. That's normal. Keep moving anyway. Progress is often invisible at first, until one day you look back and realize the distance between where you were and where you are now is staggering. So take the first step, however small, however uncertain, just move. The motivation will catch up to you, and soon you'll look back and realize you didn't just change direction, you changed your life. I'm Carolyn Sanic, author, life coach, high value woman. This is my podcast, Thrive. Thank you all so much for listening, and that's a wrap.